Hi everyone, it's Eve here, clinical nutritionist and associate naturopath, and today is World Mental Health Day, and I thought I would share a few tips on how diet and nutrition can help stabilize some of our moods. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was protein. Protein is so important, especially first thing in the morning. The essential amino acids that we derive from our proteins are what is needed to build healthy, happy hormones, those neurotransmitters in our brain that I call happy hormones. They're things like serotonin and dopamine. So if you're not eating a good amount of protein until your evening meal, you've gone through the whole day giving yourself a disservice because you haven't been able to synthesize those neurotransmitters as well as you could have done. So a good protein breakfast, this first thing in the morning, will do you the world of good. It will help put your mood on the right track from the very start of the day, and it stabilizes blood sugar, so you're not going to get those highs and lows and energy crashes. The second thing is hydration. The body hates to be dehydration. It knows that in a matter of days of being dehydrated, it will die. And so the slightest bit of dehydration will cause the body to go into fight or flight, panic, alarm mode. Even if you don't know that is happening, your body will be doing it. When you wake up in the morning, you've had 7 or 8 hours of sleep, hopefully, with no hydration. You wouldn't do that in the day. It's so important that when you wake up, you hydrate, and with the proper stuff. Water, and only water. Drink it warm, put a squeeze of lemon in, as long as you don't have acid reflux problems. That'll do the world of good. And aim for those 1.5 to 2 litres of pure water a day. That's, if you're old school like me, in pints, 3 to 4 pints of water. The next thing is sugar. Sugar is not your friend if you are prone to mood imbalances. Sugar causes huge shifts in mood swings because of the energy balance that it disrupts. So, you know, if you're going to get an energy spike, you're going to have an energy drop and you're going to feel agitated and anxious. The same kind of feelings you get with dehydration. Sugar is also a stimulant, as is caffeine, as is smoking, as is alcohol and non-prescription drugs and some prescription drugs. Whenever we take a stimulant, we encourage adrenaline to flow. So all those things I've just mentioned, not just sugar, is very slyly and subtly putting you into fight or flight without you even knowing, getting those stress hormones flowing, making you a little bit jittery. So try to control the sugar, remove it if you can, or take it right down. And also those other stimulants I mentioned, smoking, vaping, drugs, alcohol, all of those need to be kept ultra low or removed. Same with processed foods. There's so many awful additives in it, often chemicals that our body really doesn't like, and just the mere act of digesting those and metabolizing those and excreting those, it's stressful for the body, and the body again is in fight or flight mode, pumping adrenaline out. We don't want that. You've got to treat your body like a little baby's body. If you wouldn't give it a baby, don't eat it. There's a reason we don't give children these things, and we are just big babies. We have the same bodies. It's mad that we suddenly think, oh, we're not babies anymore, we can eat what we want. Omega-3, this is something you want more of in your diet. So this is an essential fatty acid that the brain needs to be healthy. There's a lot more benefits than just the brain, but the brain is coated in an oily substance, and all the nerves that transmit through your body, or the electrical signals and all your messaging, they're coated in something called a myelin sheath, which is made of essential fatty acids, and they have to be replaced. If you're not having the good fats from oily fish such as mackerel, salmon, sardines, pilchards, anchovies, or you're not getting really good fats from nuts and seeds, avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, you're just not replacing this myelin sheath system as efficiently as you should, and your brain will suffer. B vitamins, they're really important for how we feel. So not just our energy relies on B vitamins, but also our mood as well. And one of those particular ones that is heavily responsible for our mood is vitamin B12. When that goes down, our motivation plummets, our mood plummets, our anxiety heightens, and we feel tired and lethargic and physically fatigued. And when we're physically fatigued, that impacts our mood as well. So B12 is really important, and you get that from your animal sources and your eggs. So meat, fish, eggs, dairy, basically. So if you're a vegan, you definitely need to get your B12 checked and get that sorted out. But other B vitamins are also vital for the energy process. There's something called the Krebs cycle. It's the energy processing cycle of our body, where our cells make a molecule called ATP, which is an energy molecule. And if your B vitamins are low, we can be really, really tired and even verge on chronic fatigue. So getting those B vitamins up is super important. And just having a really good balanced diet. So, you know, making sure every meal you've got your protein, every meal you've got a complex carbohydrate. You need those complex carbohydrates. That's things like brown rice, whole grains, quinoa. You need those for your brain to function, and you need that glucose from them, but you don't want too much. It's about having the right balance. So I tell people, think of your plate like a circle, cut it in half. Half of that plate should be lovely veggies. They can be cooked, they can be steamed, they can be raw, they can be a mixture of all three. The other half, cut into quarters, a protein source for a whole quarter, and then a complex carbohydrate for that other quarter. If you do that, you're giving your body everything that you need. And think about getting those antioxidants into your body, those veggies, 5 to 6 portions of veg at least a day, 2 fruits, and try and avoid the really sweet fruits. Apples and berries and pears, they're my favourite that I like people to include in their day. So there's just a few ideas for you. I hope it helps. If you want to explore B vitamins and B vitamin therapy a little more with me, get in touch, or any testing to check your levels or your nutrients. I forgot one, really important one, vitamin D. Make sure your vitamin D is up. It's the sunshine vitamin. It's not just called that because we get it from the sun, but it gives us a sunny disposition as well. If your vitamin D is low, you will feel tired, you will feel demotivated. You might get a bit of joint pain as well, because it's really important for showing calcium where to go in your bones. So all of those things vitally important. I hope that whatever your struggles are not too bad. Do explore talking therapy. Do find yourself a good therapist. It's the best thing to do if you're suffering with some kind of imbalance or you're feeling so low. Talk it out. A problem shared is a problem halved. Okay, take care everybody. Bye-bye.